y'all are looking for mods for your car, your truck, anything that you have and own, if you're looking for any mods, especially if it's an older car, like, I'm not saying like crazy old, but like I'm saying like 2005, 2006, around there, if it's somewhere around there, these are the best mods, I'd say, that will make it look brand new, that will make it stand out from everybody else. But if you're trying to not get pulled over or be seen and you want to race, then I would definitely make a sleeper car and not make it look any different than any other car. But if you don't care about racing and you just care about looks and you care about cosmetic appearance, you don't really care about like all the main things like of having the turbo, having the supercharger or anything, then it's whatever. So these are some of my mods and they're super affordable. Like the highest price is literally the stereo right here, and it was $300, and even that, it comes with a CD player. It doesn't have Apple CarPlay. I know it's kind of tough, but it isn't that tough. It plays your music, got new speakers, also brand new. Like all these are brand new. I literally got these installed, I'd say within 5 months. So they're still brand new. I got these around my birthday in July, so they're super brand new, super fresh, everything. And yeah, I'm just gonna take y'all through the mods and I'm gonna show y'all like what's the best thing about them. So start with is my stereo, of course. As you can see right now, it's playing my music. It stopped right now because it's connected to my phone, but it has radio, has Sirius XM, has Spotify, has Pandora, has all that. Has where you can change the whole scene in the background like a wallpaper, but I'm not trying to do that. And also, if you go into settings, it has where you can do the equalizer. Also has a whole menu, but hold up, right here, just click that, see, and you have all these. Dang it, sorry, I barely use the menu. You're gonna find yourself just using one of the things out of all of it, but it's nice to have a little CD player, honestly. If you like CDs, you know, like I still have a few CDs. I'm not like, oh my god, like they suck or whatever. I don't know if y'all could have heard me because I just realized my air was going on, but besides the point. Anyway, it has where you can do USB through your music. It has where you can upload a wallpaper through there. It also has Android, which is for the Android CarPlay or whatever. It has that, but it doesn't have iPhone CarPlay. So yeah, anyway, that's the first mod. I definitely recommend it. I've never used the radio. With this. I've only just played my music or played Spotify or whatever. So yeah, that's on that. And the other thing that I have to say is amazing, man, getting speakers, and just new speakers. Like say if you have a 2006 Ranger just like mine, it's very handy, man, because, or even if you had a 2010, is because it sounds like, I'd say, because my sister had a Chevy Spark and it sounds like those speakers, and it was a 2016, and being that it's 2016, being in 2006 with 2016 speakers, I think that's freaking perfect, man. I didn't get the fanciest ones. I didn't get the like JBL. I just got JL Audio, and JL Audio is pretty good, man. I'm not gonna lie, they're pretty good. And I thought about getting a subwoofer, and if I would, I'd get it in the back, but I don't know how long I'm gonna have my truck, so I don't know if there's a reason to get it or if I should just stop on the mods on the truck, because I've done a lot with the truck. And also what I want to say with y'all is this, it came with the stereo, the stereo, of course. So yeah, so these are my interior mods. Pretty simple. They're more less than on the outside, like by a lot. Like, let me just show y'all, for example. Okay, so as y'all heard, I had halo headlights, right? Halo headlights with LEDs. And these were like, I'd say 200, 300. I'd say 200, 300. And I honestly, I'm in love with them only because of the way they look. They look clean. And the full bottom that comes out from the builder when I just got this truck. And also the tires and the rims. The rims actually came off a Cadillac that I worked on, and we flipped, me and my dad. And I've always liked the way it looked. I was gonna make my truck a race truck. That's why it looks half off-road, half race. I don't know. Just make it look nice. Something with the put the light above because I'm trying to spot too. Also, I put this, but you can't even see it. Like it's literally half cut. Like it's stupid. Then I got the lights and that. Let me tell you now the prices so people know what that means. So basically, the prices of everything I'd say. Like my favorite thing on this car, I'd have to say the halo lights. And I know a lot of people are very like, oh, I don't like the halo lights, but for me, I just think it looks stock when they're off, and that's what really made me like, I want them, you know, because I've been looking for them and I don't want them to look just like messed up. Sorry, I had to record this again because literally I just said everything and I was already getting to the finish of the video, but I'm just gonna make this simple for y'all. With the headlights, I really like the way they just look stock because they just look like they fit, you know, and I like it to look stock but new, and the headlights really came out really good with that. So with that being said, I also got the tail lights. I got them for a crazy price, like a crazy price, man. Got them for $90, which I think is crazy because they're LEDs. They're smoke red, which makes it look nice as hell, man. It makes it look like ruby red. It makes it look like it pops out, but I don't like the black only because I think black just looks too much like overkill. But if you have it smoke red, I think it looks luxury. So definitely happy with that. And I really don't know if I'm gonna repeat myself right now, but I might. But with all the prices, like even for my wheels, they came off the Cadillac. And my tires, we got them for such a good price, man. They were literally like 1/8 of what they normally cost, like if you were looking somewhere else. So I would definitely say it was an amazing place. I think it's just literally called Tire Shop, but I don't know. I'm gonna have to check with that. But it's a really nice thing to have, man, because they look all muscly. They look meaty. Even though I have a V4, it looks real meaty. And being that my truck itself, it kind of sounds like a diesel, I would say. And y'all gonna say no, like if you want a diesel, buy a diesel. But the reason why I say it sounds like a diesel, and I like the way it sounds, if y'all are wondering, I'm not putting down diesels, but I really like the way it sounds because it sounds like that airy sound when. Also, a quick little snippet, man, my hair looks quiet. Yeah, but a quick little thing is that the mods, the thing that I want to tell y'all is my muffler. I first changed it and it was straight piped. If y'all want to see that, it's in my first channel that I ever had, and it's called Ford Ranger Straight Pipe Accelerating. I'll link it down in the description below so it's easier. And it sounded pretty good, but a lot of people used to give me crap about it, saying that it sounded like a fart can or whatever. So then I got rid of it, and my dad got rid of it for me because he felt bad. So then he got me a quieter one, which makes it sound more like a diesel in a way. So yeah, so back to the video. Whenever you used to hear the buses when they used to take off when you're at school, and it's like it sounds airy kind of, and it just sounds cool, man. It just sounds really cool. It's only on a hot day when it sounds like that, but it sounds really good, and I just think it goes perfect with the look. Now the rims, they came off the Cadillac, so I honestly don't know how much they were, but at first they were black with silver, but me and my dad, we were gonna sell them at first, and we painted them all black because it looked more cleaner than the silver. And right now I need to put a new clear coat on it, and I need to put a new base coat, only because I want to match it with my paint, just so it looks clean. You know, you don't want something that looks kind of dull, and especially even if you're trying to sell something, like it just doesn't make sense. Like, why are you gonna do that? Hold up. With the whole price, it was just too perfect of a price, man, with the tires. And another thing that I'd have to say that I'm definitely in love with, even though I was very skeptical at first, the LED light bar, it came out perfect, man. It really came out perfect. And it has this little sequence whenever you do the turn signal, it does it fluid. And I thought it was gonna be like 1, 2, 3, 4, because it showed that in the actual photos, but it was fluid, and I'm like, dang, like that looks clean, and it was doing it that way. And whenever I'm pressed on the brake, it goes from the middle to both left and right like that. It spreads out, and I think that looks so freaking cool, man. Like, being that it was $15, like it was super cheap, and I just installed it, I'd say 2 days ago, but it makes it look so much more, it just makes it look a little bit modern, you know. And that's what I've been doing with these mods. I just wanted to make things look more modern, make them look more new, more nicer, so it's a better experience whenever you're driving in this. Because like back then it used to have a smooth ride with the tires, and these tires, they're definitely better than the first ones I had on it. I'm gonna put up a photo, it should be right here. That's how my truck used to look. It used to look like that when I first got the tires, and they came off the Cadillac, right? So you can't really blame it. But a week after, man, they literally popped. Like the right here, it should be showing, they literally popped. They tore all the way through, and as y'all can see, it was terrible, man. I was going to my first day of work, and I was like, damn, like it happened so quick. And I know what a pop tire feels like, only because I felt that with the Cadillac. So it's where you start hopping in the car and you're like, wait, what's happening? You know, like you're like freaking out. And then I was literally by my old job when I was coming on the way, because it's on my way to work, right? And then I just pulled in, and I'm like, I see it, and it's all cut around like that. I'm like, what the, like I don't even know what to say, man. And thank God people down here are pretty nice, because they're helping me. Like they chalked up my wheels, and then they helped me lift it up. And I have my own jacks, I know how to lift it up, but they just helped me, and I'm like, okay, I'll accept the help, right? So I mean, this truck has been through a lot, but being that I got the rims and tires like perfect price and everything, I just feel like everything fell into place. And that's honestly like the best thing to me. Like I really appreciate that, and I really appreciate everybody in my life, because it all led to it being a successful thing, and still having me go to work on time, still having me leave a good impression, still everything working into my favor. And I just can't thank that enough, man. Like it's perfect. And even with the stuff that I bought, the highest prices were literally 300. Like, I mean, not 300, 200. They're literally 200. The highest price was the stereo. It was 279, right? And it came with the microphone, it came with the playing the music, so you can't really blame that. But it also has an ability to do a camera, but I don't have the camera because I don't want a camera. I feel like it's gonna look bad on the license plate. But also, I have the front lights, which were 259, I believe, on Amazon. Either 259 or 159, I don't know. I know it's a big difference because it's 100, but I think they're 259 or 159. I don't know if prices went up because of the virus or whatever, but when the virus wasn't so crazy, that's when I got them. So they might be more expensive now, especially the radio might be like 400 now. But I'm just glad that everything fell into place, especially me getting like just the simple things, you know. Like I didn't change the grill, I didn't change the bumper, I didn't change the tailgate, I didn't put the little straps where it looks like the little X, or it looks like the little nasty, I don't know why people put that, but you know, the one that's like from that Tough Gear brand or whatever, and it looks like a net. I don't like the way that it looks. Like I think it looks bad because it's all saggy and everything. I mean, you could cinch it down to make it tight, but I think even that, it just looks dumb to me. But I didn't do anything. I worked with what I had, right? And it worked into my favor. It made it look more clean, it made it look more new, it made it look more modern. And I think that's honestly the key to this, man. Like, if y'all want to get little mods, I would definitely say, if you have like an older car, look for new lights. And even if you can't afford the lights right now, and you don't want to change the lights because you like the way they look, change them to LEDs. Simple as that, man. Because that's what I was doing, and I was rocking with that, and LEDs just look so much more cleaner, so much more modern. And even when you do a turn signal, it flashes in and out perfect instead of keeping it staying on, you know. So definitely I would say switch it to LEDs, because that was the first thing I ever done. I switched my lights to LEDs, and then once I switched it to LEDs, then I started looking online, and I wasn't even going to change the lights. I wasn't going to change anything about the truck. But I was actually gonna lift the truck. That was my first goal when I first got it. I'm like, okay, this summer I'm gonna lift the truck. Literally this summer. I was like, okay, this summer. But then I started spending money, right? Because when you have a job, you're gonna be spending money because you're making the money. Why would you just let it sit, you know? So I definitely started spending money. And then I was like falling in love with spending money, right? So then I'm like, man, I'm definitely not gonna get to where I can lift it, but I got to where I was just making money. And if I didn't have the Cadillac and I didn't sell the Cadillac, which I'll put a photo right here, y'all should see it right now, and it was a nice Cadillac. Like, before it looked like crap, it really did. And my mom was like, seriously, like, she was getting all upset because she's like, you want to buy this piece of junk? But then once we made it look nice, man, it just came out perfect. And honestly, we learned a lot on that car. We learned how to buff right. We learned how to cure scratches. We learned how to fix seats, fix leather. We learned how to polish right, and also paint. Painting was, if I were to rewind time right now, I would have sanded and just painted. I literally would have just done that. I would have sanded, prep, paint, right? Because the clear coat was all messed up, but I feel it's kind of like we wasted our time, but we needed that to still learn, you know? So for the next car, when I get one, which actually I'm looking to get a Charger soon, so that might be a future video. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, it might be a future video. So if y'all want to see that, let me know down in the comments below, please. But I'm gonna get another car, and it's definitely not as messed up as a Cadillac. But if, as y'all can see, man, like, literally look at this. Like, this is the before. Like, you see the clear coat, it looks all terrible, it's all flaky. And that's what I'm saying, if I just cleaned the car, sanded it, and prepped it, I feel I could just paint it over it, 2K clear it, boom. It would have already been looking good. And then I could have just polished it, get the rims, because my family got a great deal on it. They got the rims and tires for $100, the actual rims and tires. So I thought that was like an amazing thing. And it just made it look more stock. And then we sold it, and being that it had a salvage title, it still sold pretty well. So definitely happy about that. And the Charger, I'm wanting to say, it's, if there's no problems, it should sell for $3,000, I would say, but I don't know. But anyway, if y'all like these mods, let me know. I'm gonna leave them down in the description. Hopefully they're cheaper than they were before, but knowing with this whole virus thing, you can never be so sure. So yeah, I mean, please leave a comment, like, subscribe, and just like that, I think this video is over, and I'll see y'all in the next one. And yeah, so yeah.
A star, make it look like an ice and award. I try and do this as a living.